I think the term redemption is very much needed when it comes to the end of the last series. Boys, I've just got to come out and say, I apologise for how the last series ended. It probably was my fault. I simulated way too many games. I wanted to get it done as quick as possible because I knew FIFA 22 were coming out, so I just wanted to get it done. I wanted to make sure I got the series done because it's the first series I've really completed. So, I mean, massive pat on the back for me, by the way. But whilst doing that, I think it's fair to say I ruined the series. We lost out on the Premier League by, I think, it were a point against Liverpool. All we need to do, we beat Burnley, we drew, so a massive L on my behalf. We got knocked out the FA Cup by Tottenham, we got knocked out the Carabao Cup by Arsenal, so yeah, it was just a massive failure last series, but we did manage to win the pre-season tournament, so who's the real winner? But quickly, just before we start the new series, if you are interested in seeing a lot more stuff from the last series, go follow my Twitter, the link is in the description. I've posted a tweet with a lot of different threads, just giving people awards like Calvert-Lewin got the golden boot, Marcus Edwards got the most assists, your lot voted on fan favourite player, so you'll see who we got on there, manager's favourite player, the best moment of the series, the best goal. So if you are interested, go follow my Twitter, link will be in the description. But enough talk about last series. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next gen FIFA 22 Everton career mode. I have been beyond excited to get this started. I've not even started a personal Everton save like I do every FIFA. I've left it all to start this off just so I learn new stuff, look at the players and look at set tactics. I didn't want to bring my personal save into the YouTube one, so I've not started that yet. So it's been very hard to play FIFA 22, not start that. But now it's finally time. Let's sign the contract and somehow try and top the rollercoaster emotion season that we had last year and hopefully bring home a major trophy.
A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
So there we have it. We have been unveiled as the Everton boss. I cannot wait to get into this. Like, I've been so excited to get it done. Just the tactics, looking at the players, everything like that. I've already noticed we've got training. I completely forgot how boring they are, so I'm dreading to get into that. But quickly before we advance, there are some changes that I have made that I do want to inform you of. I don't want to speak too much because I'm excited as you are to get into this. But there is a couple of stuff that has been changed and I do need to inform you. As you can tell by your screen, there's no transfer window. I have decided to disable the first transfer window just because I actually want to test out the players that we've got. I don't want to be selling players and just never use them. I do want to test out the youngsters, the squad depth, see what players we do need to improve instead of improving in areas that I don't really need to improve on. And I want to turn Salomon Rondon into the world's greatest striker. So that's the reason I've disabled it. But eventually when it does come to January and the transfer window does open, signings. I do want to keep them realistic this year. I don't want to be signing players from teams that are in the Champions League, teams that are high-end in the Europa League. I want to sign players from the same area as Everton, but can improve us or just add more squad depth. When it comes to selling players, I am going to negotiate every single deal. I'm not going to be the person like I were last year, rejecting every single deal just because I fell in love with the player. If a big club comes in for Charlison, I'm either going to accept it or negotiate it, depending on what offer they give. If a big club comes in for Calvert-Lewin, negotiate or accept. I do want to keep it realistic. We're not going to be able to hold on to our best players, depending on what position we are. I mean, if we're in Champions League, maybe. They want to stay. But if we're fighting for relegation, I don't understand if they want us to leave. We'll get it done. But also, if Liverpool come in for one of my players for 200 million, I'm rejecting it. No players going to Liverpool of mine. But if there's going to be no signings in the summer, where does it leave this first episode? I have decided to go into a pre-season just because the gameplay this year is a lot different. I really need to wrap my head around it. It's a lot harder. It's a lot slower paced. It's a lot harder to score. And I love it. So I am going to play a pre-season. It's still going to be the same. Every month, I'm going to play 2 games, simulate the rest. It's going to stick the same with that, just so I can get through months quickly. Hopefully, we can do multiple seasons in this series, which I do want to do this year. And it just allows me to play the biggest games in the month and make the episode a lot more entertaining instead of playing someone like, I don't know, Stoke. But having said that, I do want to last longer than 6 months as Everton manager, so let's have a look at the manager objectives. So let's start off with youth development. This is going to be a biggie for me because I do want to do multiple seasons, like I've said. So youth development is going to be massive. I do want to sign multiple youth academy players and make it realistic. So they want me to sign 4 players in your youth academy assigned to each of the following positions: goalkeeper, defender, midfield and forward. So 1 of each position. So that's short term. Let's go on to long term. Within 2 seasons, which hopefully we do, sign 1 youth player to the senior team, play them in 10 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming as a sub. That should be fairly simple. I am wanting to sign the best of the best youth academy, so that should be possible. Financially, within 2 seasons, increase your club worth by 20% through play sales or competition prize money rewards. That should be fairly straightforward. There's a lot of players in this club with a lot of wage budget, so I do want to get rid of them in January. So I should be able to do that. The board want me to finish in a UEFA Champions League place. I do want to bring European football to Goodison Park in this series. It's never happened before in the series on my channel. So hopefully we can make that happen next season. But the Champions League, it's a bit far-fetched really, isn't it? I mean, the Europa League, yeah, fair enough, but the Champions League, probably could get sacked here. Emirates FA Cup, they want me to reach around the 16 stage, so hopefully we get no big oppositions in the way, so that should be fairly straightforward. There's no continental success objectives for me. Brand exposure, get a streak of 10 games with at least 1 goal scored this season. Sounds very easy, but with this gameplay, it's not as easy as it sounds, but hopefully we can do that. And then replace 3 players from the team. That is very easy. Speaking of that, let's have a look at the team. So before I even started this career mode, I was begging that I'd have a decent team to work with for at least half a season without the transfer window. And luckily I have. It's going to be hard to fit the players I do want to fit in. Like, I do want to fit Gray into the team, but also I've got Townsend and Richarlison trying to fit in. So I need to try and fit him in somehow. If not, it's just going to be a bench and be a squad depth player. But on the other hand, look at this team. There's a lot of players that I do need to get rid of. I mean, Fabian Delph, the quicker they're gone, the better. I mean, I'd release him if I could, but I just can't be bothered with that. We've got James Rodriguez. I am wanting to get rid of him. I know he's a class player. I probably should keep him for the last season, but he's gone in real life. I want to keep it realistic, so hopefully we can get rid of him, and that would help massively with the wage budget. And then another benefit of hopefully me doing more than 1 season, I can learn a lot of these youngsters out, get more game time, and hopefully go up in rating. I mean, especially with the likes of Dobbin, Anthony Gordon, Branthwaite, Ellis Sims, get them out on loan, get more game time, and hopefully bring them in next season to hopefully European football. And I can't believe I've just completely skipped over the fact that we've still got Sigurdsson in the team. Probably should release him. I can guarantee he's not going to get a single bit of game time, so the quicker they're gone, I mean, fair enough, it's for the better. But now that I've had a more in-depth look in the team, that stats, everything like that, I am going to try and mess around with this team, try and get the best formation that fits this team, and try and get the best players in whilst making the team compatible. But this could be a lot of fun, but also it could be very stressful. I'm going to spend a lot more time on tactics as well, just because it probably did mess me up last year because I didn't use them at all. But yeah, let's see what we can get out of this team. After quite a bit of time, that's an understatement, this is a team that I've kind of got together that I want. Obviously there's some places that we need to improve on in January. There's some places that need more squad depth options because we're drastically lacking squad depth. I mean, this left back position is hanging on by a thread. This team isn't too different than what I would have gone for last year. Obviously we've got the obvious, Andros Townsend has come in, new to this club. We've got Tom Davis, which you probably all shouting at me like, get James in there, might as well use him till I sell him. I don't really want to use James just because, I mean, we're going to sell him. I might as well use some of the youth that we've got in the club. Tom Davis, we could get his overall higher, we can reach his potential, even break that with dynamic potential. I was very harsh on him last year, I probably should give him more game time. But we ended up selling him for, I can't remember who. We ended up doing a swap deal with him. So I do want to be nice to him and give him a bit more game time this year. Our main partnership at the back, I have gone with Ben Godfrey and Yeremina. I just feel like these two are class together in real life and hopefully on FIFA. I'm going to test this out. If Mina's not great on FIFA, I'll probably swap him for Holgate, Michael Keane. I'm not a massive fan of him on FIFA, but if it comes to him being my best defender, he's going to get in there. Unfortunately, I have had to place Demario Gray on the bench. It does hurt me after the start of the season he's had. I probably could get him in. He can play as Calm, so I could have done like a 4-3-3 with a Calm. But I did want this formation. I do want Alan to play a main CDM role, being a box-to-box and a defensive midfielder. So unfortunately, I've had to miss out on Demario Gray. He's only 75 rated anyway. But he's definitely going to get a lot of game time this season. And here is the star man, Salomon Rondon, the next Ronaldo. He is going to get a lot of game time this year. If Calvert-Lewin's tired, he is coming on in his place. Hopefully this man can break the goal record in the Premier League, break Salah's record. I have a lot of faith in this man. Hopefully he's better on FIFA than he is in real life. But yeah, that's the main team. That's a balanced team. I have messed around with one tactic, the attacking. I've gone with a 4-3-2-1, changing Richarlison and Townsend into a centre forward, just to give more goal scoring options because we lacked that a lot last season. So I have gone into tactics. I have sorted it all out. I mean, I'm not the best at tactics. I have not really messed about on it. I'm not an ultimate team player, so I don't really know what the meta is. But I've guessed it. Hopefully this works, and if not, then you can sack me. But moving on to one of the biggest parts of this series, the Youth Academy. You do get a bunch of players sent out to you as soon as you start a career mode. If you order the Ultimate Edition, I think it is, you get like a star player sent to you where it's like decent overall and very high potential. Apparently EA's bugged that and no players getting that sent out to them, so yeah, that's not great because all these are absolutely shocking. So no offense, but yeah, you're just not for me, mate. I wish you the best luck in your future career. But in addition to that, to hopefully get a better Youth Academy players, I have bought some youth staff. I'm going to send these out. So Jacob Stokes, the best one. I'm going to send him to England because it's a written rule. You have to send a youth scout to England. It just is what it is. Kai Carter, not the greatest. Where should we send you? I'll tell you what, Everton's had some decent players from Belgium. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong one. So I'm going to send you to there, hopefully get some, maybe like a Lukaku 2.0 or maybe a Prime Morales. And then you, we'll send you Colombia or Brazil. We'll go Brazil. Hopefully we'll get like a Richarlison counterpart just in case we ever do have to sell Richarlison. So Hopefully they bring me some better youth academy players in than what I did before. But when there comes a new career mode, there comes new training. I am not looking forward to this. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to be that horrible. I'll get these done, get the best grades as possible, and hopefully we never have to do this ever again. Well then, I completely forgot how boring training is, and I think it's safe to say I have not missed doing them, so unfortunately we do have to do more. Do we end the save here? The skipper, Seamus Coleman, has come and sent me an email. Greetings, boss. On behalf of the whole team, I wanted to welcome you to Everton. I appreciate your kind words. I apologise for last year. You deserve a trophy for everything you've done for the club. I appreciate you. What do I say? The future's exciting, it really is. Hopefully I can bring some trophies, unlike we did last year, but I appreciate the kind words, Seamus. But now it's time for the first game of pre-season. We have got Athletic Club, one of the hardest games in the group stage. We have also got Real Sociedad, I think. So not an easy group, so we do need to pick up 3 points here if we do want to go through. And hopefully play some games in this episode. So I'm going to play the strongest 11. Quick sim, please. I know it's only, yes, pre-season. I know it's pre-season, but it's 2-0. Get in, Rondon. Wait. Boys, Rondon's just scored. Like, when does that happen? That's a good sign, that. Rondon, who scored me over? I swear if Rondon scored 2, okay, it's Alan. But Rondon, man, you're honestly picking a place for starting 11 here. Wait, so this is new. I've just received an email from assistant manager, so Duncan Ferguson, it would be for me. Don't forget to use substitutes. It's a nice feature. Like, I appreciate your words, Duncan Ferguson, don't hurt me, but I'm going to politely say this. Get in the bin. Moving straight on to the second game of pre-season against Azul. Is that how you say it? I've completely butchered that. I've rotated the team quite heavily. Rondon coming in. He deserves a start after last game. Demarai Gray getting his first game in the Everton colours on his career mode. Iwobi's coming in. Jabamin's coming in. It's pretty much a very rotated squad. I'll not say all the names. Begovic is coming as well. Dinier's the only one that stayed in there just because I'm not going to back up left back. So thank you to all the recruitment team at Everton. I appreciate it. It is a quick sim game. We are in the third kit. One of the best kits in the league. I'm not being biased when I say this. Quick sim, please. Cruz Ozil. Easy win. Surely. I mean, it's 3-1. Townsend, Andrea Gomez scoring 2. What? After some more boring training drills, we are on to the last game of the group stage against Real Sociedad. I said these are the hardest opponents in the group stage. We're both on 6 points, so the other two are on 0, so we are through to the knockout stages. So that's fair enough. I'm probably going to use a heavily rotated squad just because I want to use the starting 11 in the played games. And I mean, we're already through, so why not? So it's a heavily rotated squad. I'm going to quick sim. Please concede less than 4. I mean, it's 3. We were close to 4, but I'll take it. And Yanezar scored against me. Big Jack, don't you dare laugh at that. It's an inside joke. Okay, you ain't get it. I'll just carry on with the series. So finally, here we are, the semi-final of pre-season, the first played game of the episode. Hopefully, we can make it through to the final and make it 2 games played this episode. But Mönchengladbach, it's going to be a hard game. Mbolo's an absolute baller in this game. Thuram is an absolute baller in this game. But I'm playing my strongest 11. Hopefully, we can beat these. And hopefully bring home a trophy in this pre-season, I'm not going to lie. It's awful passing, didn't you? Like, that's not even my fault. I don't know if that's the game or it's just your awful passing. But you've absolutely sent him on an attack here. Oh, you've been skinned, didn't you? It's not the greatest of games. I know it's all the pre-season, but it's not the greatest of starts for you. And they've scored it as well. That's all come from a Luka Digne awful pass outside. Like, I love this game. I love how slow it is. But there's just some of the stuff that happens in this game. Some of the passing dreadful. Like, I'm not blaming the game. It is also me. But there he is. Mbola, I know he'd come back to bite me. I've said an incredible player on this game. And, I mean, there we have it. It's proved it. Come on. Yes, it's managed to fit through. Calvert-Lewin. Can I get this first goal of the series? He has. What a lovely finish. I thought we were going to bottle that just because I know how good goalkeepers are. I'm just going to have to try and run that line here. There's no options. Townsend. You've got a good cross. Calvert-Lewin. Mate, Andros Townsend is like he is in real life. Unreal cross. Calvert-Lewin with the finish. His first scan looks beautiful as ever. I hyped it up in the last series. It's beautiful. It's one of the best things I've seen. He finally does look like a 2-year-old. But a beautiful cross by Andros Townsend. And then the finish, especially with how overpowered the goalkeepers are. I know I keep saying it, but what a finish. Tell you what, Rondon, unreal ball. You can't score, but you might be able to provide assist. Alex Iwobi, he has got Rondon an assist. Good goal, lovely through ball by Rondon. A lovely finish by Alex Iwobi. I've rotated the team, by the way. I've got a lot of the starting 11 off and just brought on just fresh players that I've been using in the random games. But it's paid off. Rondon to Alex Iwobi. What a turnaround this game's been. Yeah, good ball. Good goal. 3-2. This Mbolo's unreal. Like, I'd love to sign him as a backup striker, but I do potentially want to bring Moise Kean back. Like, I'm going to let his loan finish so I can be realistic. But, yeah, Rondon. I mean, he's got time to prove me wrong, and hopefully he does. Hopefully he turns into Cristiano Rondon. But, I mean, let's be honest. Tell you what. Great bit of play. Lovely bit of play, in fact. Rondon. Okay, he's not managed to get on that. Surely that's full time now. Yeah, full time. We're through to the final pre-season. That was a very tense game. 1-0 down. I should bring it back to 3-1. And then I rotated the squad at 2-1. And yeah, that probably bit me at bum. But we're still through to the final. It's still potentially a trophy that I probably might need at the end of the series. But it just went completely different to what I thought it would have done. After even more boring training, we are finally here in the final of the pre-season tournament. We are against Real Sociedad. We'll also get these 3-1 in the group stage when we simulated. We did play a very heavily rotated squad. This time, start at 11. We're playing this game. So hopefully this could be a trophy back to help me out at the end of the season. But here's hoping. Lovely ball. Come on. Come on. Rich is there. DCL stood back, but luckily Richie gets on end of it. Great start to the game. I'll tell you what, Townsend's crossing on this game is like it's in real life. Unreal. Luckily Richarlison scored by the way. Because Calvert-Lewin, one-on-one with goalkeeper, stood back and let Richarlison have it. So luckily he scored that. But, mate, it's a great start to the game. It's a great ball from their defenders. Box-to-box football here. Ben Godfrey out-muscled him. Oh, okay, he's passed it back. Listen, I do not want Ben Godfrey from FIFA 21. What a save, Jordan Pickford. I knew that were a penalty. Yeah, okay, come on. This is deserved. Oh, Jordan Pickford saved it. What a man. This man is just different gravy. Like, I know I said I'm going to negotiate every single transfer, but if anyone comes in for Pickford, I'll just slap him. Great tackle, Tom Davies. Come on. You've not got the quickest of pace. Richie, make that run. Richie, make that run and I'll play it. Richie. Okay, I play DCL instead. Switch it. Oh, I've bottled that so badly. I have bottled that so badly. I should have shot with DCL, but I saw Richie and up and I thought I'd play it. But that reminds me, don't ever do that again. Don't know how he's managed to stick onto that. David Silva. I mean, could I say Jordan Pickford should be doing better there? I don't know how he's managed to make onto his mistake and then played David Silva. Nah, it's a good finish that. I can't blame Jordan Pickford for that. Oh, that defending was shocking. A little bit of play. Tom Davies, middle. Oh, it's not gone DCL. Passing on this game, it feels good at times. Like, it feels like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like Pez. Like, the passing is so rewarding and such a great feeling in this game. But then sometimes, it's just shocking. They've managed to play that. Jordan Pickford, what a save. Honestly, it's keeping me in this game. Oh my god, imagine if that went in. Calvert-Lewin from a brilliant Richarlison cross has just tried to scorpion kick. Mate, if that went in, I probably would have ended the series right here, right now. Last chance, whip it in. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he's not managed to get his head onto it. It's fell back out. Allen. Oh my god, what a goal that would have been. Corner, last chance here. Otherwise, we're going to penalty shootout. We're definitely going to lose penalty shootout. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he's not managed to get it. That's full time. Penalty shootout. Boys, I'm not going to lie. I don't expect anything from me. I'm awful at him this year. I was awful at him last year. So, yeah. Here's the ball. Plays it. Pickford. Great save. I mean, I'm decent at saving him. Scoring him is a different story. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Come on. That top bin's right there. Goalkeeper's not saving that. Is not. Different gravy, lad. Straight on. David Silva. Scored in the game to make it 1-1. And he's skied it. Why couldn't you have done that early and saved all this? Richarlison, come on. Goalkeeper, Jesus Christ, I thought we were going to get his hand on that. They've got Begovic at net, lads. Come on. Jordan Pickford, you are a man mountain, mate. No one's getting past you. Besides David Silva. Do a Panenka it, boys? Do we risk it? Panenka it, top bins. Panenka it. No balls. We've actually won a penalty shootout. This is things of greatest. I've seen this cutscene. Look at me. Look at me. Have you ever seen it? The Newcastle one. Steve Bruce does it. It's absolutely hilarious. But that's a pre-season trophy. I'm happy with that.
Well, they certainly weren't going through the motions. It meant a lot to them. And now they're about to receive their prize.
Well, it doesn't matter how important the competition is, you always want to win, and that's what they've done here.
And the trophy lift is always something to savour for the players involved. Here we go now. A pre-season success story.
Well, it's a good habit to have, Derek. Keep lifting those trophies. It's a great start for them.
Certainly have applied themselves in this particular tournament. And the celebrations now in full swing.
It's that Florida Cup 2.0. I'm happy with that. It's a trophy and bag. I know it's all the pre-season, but I've had to grind for that. The Mönchengladbach game was tense. That one was very tense. Luckily, I've gone from being awful at penalties to somehow world class. But I'm happy with this first episode. But this is where I am going to leave today's episode. Hopefully you all have enjoyed the start of the FIFA 22 Next Gen Everton career mode. I can't wait to post more. It is going to be twice a week, like usual. I cannot wait. Next episode will obviously be the start of Premier League. I can't wait for that. I'm dreading it at the same time, but I can't wait. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. It's free. It goes a long way. Turn notification bell on if you don't want to miss an episode. And yeah, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later.